Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, today's video we're talking about the Itali GTB. This video is the Podium vehicle review. Yes, the Itali GTB is on the podium and you can win it this week all the way through Wednesday, September 23rd on the podium in the casino. Now, this video, we review the customization, the performance, all that good stuff. And there's a couple of cool things about the Itali GTB, so make sure you guys stick all the way through with it and watch the video. If you are new to my channel, let me be the first one to say what's up. Appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications so you guys don't miss any future uploads and videos. And if you are subscribed, make sure you guys smash that like button, all right? So let's get right into it. Let's start with the customization first. But before we do that, the Itali GTB is a super class vehicle, and this is pretty cool. You can find it in Benny's. This is a Benny's vehicle, so you have the Benny's conversion, and we'll talk about the price in just a moment. But you can buy this at $1,189,000. That's what it's going to run you for right now. And remember, if you decide to turn this into the Benny's conversion, it will be more. It'll be on top of that price right there. So keep that in mind. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So let's start with the customization. And the Itali GTB does not disappoint. The customization is really good with this vehicle. We just saw what the front bumpers look like right there. You have a whole bunch of rear bumpers as well you can put on there. Now, again, just like most of these cars, a lot of the different options are, the carbon, the primary, the secondary, but I'm okay with that. I always say this, if you're spending $1 million or more in a vehicle, it better have some good customization. Some cars do, some cars don't. The Itali GTB has the best of both worlds. It's one of those vehicles that you don't have to really do anything to it. It looks really good just the way it is. When this car came out, I was obsessed with it. I love the way this vehicle looks. I still like the way it looks. It's really good. And you have a ton of customizable options. So if you want to keep it minimal, you can do that. If you want to customize it out, you can also do that as well. And of course, as we just found out, if you want to go to Benny's with it, you have that option also, all right? You can swap out the roof there. You can go primary, carbon, whatever you want to do. It's, I like that. You got the skirt options right there. It looks like you have 7 different skirt options. You got your spoilers, 11 different spoiler options. Really cool. Nothing too crazy. I don't like those big, over dramatic wings that some of the cars have. For some cars, it's okay, but for something like this, nah, definitely don't like that on there. So this is me pulling out with what I did with mine, customize it. Now listen, I have both versions. I have the Itali GTB and I have the Itali GTB Custom, okay? So, I get it. I'm not trying to flex. I'm just trying to let you guys know they are two totally different vehicles. They really are, even in their performance, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. So if you got it like that, if you've been grinding and you got that money, I absolutely recommend that if you decide to go with this vehicle, go with both of them because they are two different vehicles. They really are. They look similar, but they perform differently, and they're two totally different cars. They really are. It's an all-wheel drive vehicle, as you just saw right there. It looks really nice. Nothing crazy. There's no Lambo doors or gull wing doors, nothing like that. It's clean. We'll check out the Benny's version real quick here. The Benny's customization is $470,250. That's actually not that bad. Some of the Benny's upgrades are more expensive than that. Some are a little bit cheaper. Not many though, but that's a pretty good price right there. But now you have a plethora of options. You have 18 different front bumpers right there. Some more of like the Grand Prix and the tuner style bumpers. You actually lose rear bumper options. You don't have as many as you would for just standard customization. Kind of weird right there, but it is what it is, right? You got your exhaust options right there. You have a bunch of interior options as well, so don't forget about that. You have a ton of interior, the dials, the steering wheel, the trim on the inside of the vehicle. That's really cool. And so keep that in mind as well. That's something that you really want to go with and check that out, because a lot of people don't see that, but you'll see it, right? 14 different hood options right here. Again, you got the carbon, the primary, the secondary, whatever. But again, it's different types of options, and you can keep it fresh. But there are different types of hoods than you would see in the standard Los Santos Customs options. I love that they have the interior upgrades like this. I think that all cars should just standard have interior options like this. And honestly, I think all cars should have a Benny's mod to them, some kind of Benny's mod. at least, I'm so glad that Rockstar gave us more vehicles in Benny's. I have been calling for that for years. I would love to see some more, though. I mean, it's just so nice to see that. It's a win-win for everybody. Rockstar gets their shark cards because people want to customize their vehicles in Benny's. And for people, for the gamers and the players, we have more content. We have more, options with our vehicles and stuff like that. Because this is Grand Theft Auto, right? It's GTA. This game heavily, has inspiration from vehicles, in this game. So that's really cool. I like to see that. Got some really nice liveries. You got the Bite, the Tinkle, the Debris, the Amigas, the Kate and Blank or Banking, the Chappelle, the Crepe Soul or whatever that is, Redwood Racing, the Tricolor. So definitely, I like those. Always love when I get to see some liveries. I think all cars should have livery options. More, right? Some of the trim coloring right there with the seats. Got a couple of different roof options right there. Always good to see that. What else we got here? That's what it looks like if you want to sell it over 1.2 million. Some skirt options. And then you have 14 different spoilers. Again, nothing too crazy. They're pretty much the same as what you'd have in the regular Los Santos Customs. And then with the wheels, you have the options for Benny's Bespokes and Benny's Originals, but you do lose the street option, which you can find in Los Santos Customs. So that's kind of weird, but, whatever. Okay, so now we're about to get into the performance of the two vehicles, and this is what I was talking about, even more so than the customization. These are two different cars, all right? Now, you see with the stat bars, there's a couple of differences, but don't take too much into that, okay? So, as you see right here, the Itali GTB Custom is at 1 minute 18.552. It's actually faster in a top speed straight line than the standard Itali GTB, okay? Now, this is where it gets a little bit weird. The Itali GTB Custom is one of a handful of vehicles in GTA 5 Online that has a downforce value. Now, downforce is a real thing in real life, but it acts a little bit differently in GTA 5, especially from the spoilers. So if a vehicle has a downforce value, that means the spoiler does nothing. So you have two versions of the Itali GTB. You have one that you can utilize a spoiler that helps out with grip, and then you have the Itali GTB Custom, which utilizes the downforce, and the spoiler really doesn't do anything. However, the Itali GTB has a very low rating, or the downforce is messed up a little bit with this car. So it doesn't really affect it. So when you put the two on a racetrack together, the Itali GTB value of traction it gets from the spoiler is better than the Itali GTB Custom's value that it gets from the downforce. If you want, check out Bruffy's channel. He talks about this more in depth, but that's basically, in a nutshell, the Itali GTB Customs value of downforce, grip, and traction is worse than the standard Itali GTB spoiler grip and traction. Now, with some of the other cars that have downforce, that's not the case. Their downforce values are much greater, so if they were to have a counterpart like the Itali GTB and the Itali GTB Custom, it would be a different story. The downforce would be better. So it's just a weird thing. That's why I'm saying these cars are two totally different vehicles, but I kind of like it like that. The Itali GTB is better around a track, but the Itali GTB Custom is better at top speed. So it's pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you subscribe to my channel for the Ills to Reels content in the game. Smash that like button, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace out. Yeah.